the C for the last qualification match here. Team 8736, the Mechanisms, getting that coil up on level 2 for an additional 3 points. Team 9086, the Wildcat Robotics, pressing themselves up against the coil reef as Team 5293, the Metal Crusaders, adding that algae into the processor for 6 points. As we go into the teleoff portion of the match, the human players tossing it up into the net for an additional 4 points. Team 8736, the Mechanisms, are all the way up to the surface of the sea, getting the coil up on level 4 for an additional 5 points, as Team 7538 is trying to block them to get many more coil from the feeder station. Team 8736, the Mechanisms, getting that algae off of the reef in order to deposit more coil later in the game. Team 9057, Team Girl, seems to be having some few technical difficulties as Team 5293, the Metal Crusaders, are trying to retrieve those coils from the human player station as they bring it all the way up and adding it to the coil reef for an additional 4 points for their alliance. Team 8736, the Mechanisms, are going all the way up to the surface of the sea, almost getting knocked over by Team 7538, but they recover and quickly add that algae into the processor, into the net for an additional 4 points. Team 5293, the Metal Crusaders, is trying to see if they can get any more algae off of the reef to add it into the processor. Team 9057 is still stationary as we are halfway through the match. The Blue Alliance is slightly in the head of 43 to the Red Alliance is 32. The Mechanism looking to catch up by getting another 4 points by getting an algae into the net. Team 9057 still stationary at this moment. Hopefully that we can see them moving back up later in the match. Team 5293, the Metal Crusaders, is lining themselves up with the human player station, trying to see if they can get some more coil onto that reef. The Metal Crusaders have moved all but 2 algae from their coil reef. Team 5736, the Mechanisms, remove an algae of their own, bring it all the way up into the net for an additional 4 points. In the last 30 seconds of the match, the Blue Alliance is still in the lead of 49 points to the Red Alliance is 40 points. Only 9 points separate these two teams. It's still anybody's game. The Mechanisms looks to catch up a little bit more by removing another algae from the coil reef, adding another algae into the net. In the last 20 seconds of the match, still only 5 points separate these two teams. T-Pain could get it as Team 8736 is lining themselves up. Team 7538 is in the air. Team 8815 has parked themselves along with Team 8736. 9086 is also in there. We are all 6 teams are currently under the barge with Team 7538 remaining in the air. And that is all the time we have for qualification match number 68 here at the Gwinnett County Public School Systems. Reminder to all teams, please send your team of representatives to the Blue Alliance's queuing area for alliance selection, which will begin in exactly 8 minutes from now.
All right, here comes the score for match number 68, which closes out the qualifying matches. The Blue Alliance victorious in the last match with a score of 65-48. Now we wait for the final standings to officially be posted so we know who is where, who's going to be in the top 8, and how Alliance selection will proceed.